your food opinion. It is the most important question in the world. People debate all kinds of things, but I know you all want to know which dessert belongs in the S tier, the A tier, the B tier, the C tier, the D tier, and the forbidden F tier. Well, today we are going to find out.
Hello, Fauna. Wow, suddenly the microphone sounds so clear.
Wow.
Today, we are ranking more foods. This time, we are ranking desserts. Will this be more or less contentious than the fruit and vegetable tier list? I don't know. I mean, people like dessert. I like dessert. A few caveats. First of all, we are grading on a curve. Because in truth, there is no bad dessert. Well, there are few bad desserts. So, to consider it this way, it's an F tier. But that might not mean it's bad. It just means it's F relative to all the other desserts out there. Second caveat. I don't know if I want to do caveats because I feel like it makes it less fun, right? We're all here to scream at each other anyway. This is just my opinion. It's not based on any science. It is purely based on how I feel in the moment. Anyway, third caveat. Do not judge based on the photos here because I have once again curated a copyright-free tier list made by yours truly. Except this time, check it out. We have a bonus. I've written the names of the desserts because it gets confusing. Anyway, those are my caveats. Now we can proceed to yell at each other. We're starting off pretty strong. The most iconic cookie, probably. Chocolate chip cookies. I don't want to put them in the S tier because they're kind of basic, but I love chocolate chip cookies. They're not my favorite cookie, but they're probably my second favorite cookie. And they're delicious, especially when done well. I love the chewy ones the most. I'm gonna put them in S because they're iconic, I feel like they have paved the way for other cookies to exist. We have to give chocolate chip cookies the respect that they deserve. Cheesecake. I used to like cheesecake a lot more than I like it now. Wait, there's another caveat actually. I am a vegan. I know. But I think I liked cheesecake more when, I wasn't vegan. I haven't been that impressed by any vegan cheesecakes I've had. So for me, C for cheesecake. Okay, now to distract you from this crime of committing against cheesecake. Apple pie. I love pastries. I think pastries are the best dessert. And I think an apple pie counts as pastry. I think it goes in the A tier, probably. Alright, pecan pie. Or maybe you say pecan. It might be my least favorite pie. But I do think it's worse than cheesecake. I'll put it in the D tier. Carrot cake. Carrot cake, I like carrot cake. I think a lot of people don't like it. I like it. I think I'll put it in the B tier. Alright. Ice cream. I don't think there's any point in beating around the bush. Ice cream is S tier. It has to be. It elevates so many other desserts. It's delicious on its own. You can eat it in a cone, a waffle cone. Delicious. You can make ice cream sandwich. You can have a banana split. You can have it with your apple pie, with your peach cobbler. There's no way it's not S tier. Alright, next up is s'mores. S'mores are kind of a weird one. I don't eat s'mores very often at all, but I like them a lot. I think they have that novelty factor going for them, especially if you have one that's actually roasted on a campfire and you get to roast it yourself. You get to impale a marshmallow with a stick that you got off the forest floor and then roast it until it catches on fire and burns and you try to blow it out and then you throw it away and you get a new marshmallow. They're very good. And also s'mores flavored things are also good, like a s'mores cookie or something. I'll put it in B tier for now. Alright, shaved ice. I love shaved ice, but I'm very particular because shaved ice is not a snow cone. There is a world of difference between shaved ice and a snow cone. Snow cone is crushed ice with a syrup on top. It's not very good. Shaved ice is almost fluffy in consistency, and then you can put like condensed milk or coconut milk on top, and you can put all kinds of toppings on it like fruit, and even you can put mochi on top. It's very different. If you've never had it, you should try it. I'll put an A tier. Alright, Rice Krispie Treat. I love these. They're not that special though. But I love these. I'll put it in B tier. Alright, pumpkin pie. I love pumpkin pie. Oh, especially when it has the whipped cream on top. Oh, delicious. Perfect seasonal dessert. For me, I think it's an A tier. Again, it's a pie. It's pastry, so it gets a big boost. Which makes you think about pecan pie. How can pecan pie be so low if it's a pie? Okay, red velvet cake. I think I might be controversial about this. Well, okay, because red velvet cake is just chocolate cake with red food coloring and cream cheese frosting. I don't know why it needs to like dye itself red to get a sort of identity, you know? It's like without the red food coloring, it has no identity of its own. So it just has to like pretend that it's red. Like nothing in it is even making it red, you know? You have to dye it. So like why bother? Okay, let's be really controversial. Let's put it in D tier. Funnel cake. This is a funny one. I don't really know where funnel cake goes. It's good. I don't really eat it ever. I don't think I've eaten it since I was a kid. What's a funnel cake? It's like batter. Like it's kind of like pancake batter, and then you throw it into a deep fryer, and it turns into this. They have it at like fairs and maybe like amusement parks and stuff. That's like the context in which you would eat it, which definitely does help, you know, because like I think maybe it wouldn't be that impressive if you were just served this at a restaurant or something. But like at a carnival, you're like, oh yeah, give me the funnel cake. I guess it can go in C tier. That's fine, I think. Alright, lemon square or lemon bar. I think I like these. I like lemon desserts a lot, but I don't remember the last time I've had one of these. I think I'll put it in the B tier. I think B is good, because I haven't had one in a long time. Also, I'm not even sure this picture is one. I don't know. Bread pudding. I like bread pudding. Again, it gets carried a bit by ice cream. I wouldn't want to have it without ice cream, you know. It's kind of necessary, but it can go in the A tier. Donuts. They're going in the S tier as well. They're another favorite dessert of mine. I love donuts. They're very versatile too, just like ice cream. I don't think I've ever met a donut I didn't like. Uh-oh, I see what's next on our list though. Fudge. I don't like fudge. I dislike it more than everything else on the list so far, so I think it has to go in the F tier. It's too much. It's way too rich. Even one bite is too much. I would rather have one bite of like anything else on this list than one bite of fudge. It's too much. Jello. Does anyone really like Jello that much? I don't even like it enough to like buy it, you know. There is an exception though. They have these in sometimes you can find them in international grocery stores. They're the little jelly cups. They come in plastic and you like slurp them out. They're little tiny handheld ones. Those are really good. I love those. Yeah, but I'm not counting those in here, so I'm gonna put Jello also in the F tier. Alright, next up, cherry pie. I don't like it as much as apple pie or pumpkin pie, but it's very good. I know I ranked cherries pretty low on the fruit list. They're not my favorite fruit still, and that goes with pies too, but I think a B tier. Oh, we have another pie. Key lime pie. I don't remember the last time I had this. I might put in C tier. I'm just like imagining eating a key lime pie and I don't really want to. I think it goes in C tier. Alright, the cobbler. I don't even know if this is a cobbler. It's just the only picture I could find. Peach cobbler I love the most because peaches are my favorite. But I think cobblers are good in general. Again, they're getting carried by ice cream. I think they're in the B tier. Alright, next up, brownies. I think brownies are really good. They have like, especially when they have like flaky crust and then they're gooey and fudgy on the middle. These are like the one chocolate dessert that I really like a lot, I think. A tier. Oh boy, okay. Cupcake. Okay, I have problems with cupcakes. I feel like in theory, they should be great, right? It's like a cake, but it's handheld, so it's easier to eat. You don't even need a fork to eat it, right? That should be a big bonus for a cupcake. But it's just the inferior method of eating cake because the ratio is all wrong. It's too much icing. It's supposed to be easy to eat, you know, because it's handheld, but it's not easy to eat because you're gonna get icing all over your face. taste when you take a bite of it. I want to put it in F tier on principle. Like, it can taste great, but the ratio is all wrong. It tries to be easy to eat, but it's not even easy to eat. Not to mention, like, now you have all this paper stuff, you know? It's like, you don't need this. It's unnecessary waste. What about vanilla cake? I mean, I would rather eat a red velvet cake than a vanilla cake. It's too basic. I want to put it in C tier because I feel like it's very baseline, you know? But then it feels wrong to have red velvet below it. Maybe that's fine. Red velvet, the problem is not the taste. It's the concept. Like, why does it have to be red? It's not even red. Okay, strawberry shortcake. Here's a real heavy hitter. I love strawberries. You all know strawberry is one of my favorite fruit, if not my favorite fruit. And I love whipped cream, especially when it's not too sweet, you know. And then you have a nice cake layer too. It's just the perfect dessert. It's not too sweet. It's got delicious strawberries. Put it in the S tier. Alright, strawberry cake. It is one of my favorite flavors of cake. And I mean, if carrot cake is in the B tier, I think strawberry cake should be in the A tier. If there's no real strawberries in it, I'm tossing it. I agree, it needs real strawberries. Look, this one has real strawberries in it. So we're ranking it based on that, assuming it has real strawberries. Alright, next up is sugar cookies. Now these, they're bolstered by the fun factor rather than the food factor. To me, these are a pretty basic cookie. They do taste good, but they're not as good as like a chocolate chip cookie for me. But they're very fun and they can be very festive. You can and they're fun to decorate. I like decorating them with my family. I think they will go in the C tier. Okay, next is fruit tarts. I like fruit tarts. I love a refreshing fruity dessert. We'll put it in B tier. Okay, gingerbread cookies. I don't know, they're not that good. The ones that you use for making houses are purposefully bad though. Because those ones they have to be like especially dried out and hard so you can make houses with them. Regular gingerbread can be soft. But yeah, you're right, I think it is D tier. Oatmeal raisin cookies. I mean, I don't like them. You probably don't like them either. I would always rather be eating chocolate chip than oatmeal raisin. Does it go in the F tier? I mean, I feel bad putting it in the F tier. Because I don't have a vendetta against it like I do with cupcakes and fudge. But it's just not that good. I don't know. I guess they're about as good as gingerbread cookies, I think. So they can go in the D tier. They can escape. Alright, lemon meringue pie. Again, I like lemon desserts. I like pies. I like lemon meringue more than key lime, but it's not my favorite. So it's gonna go in the B tier. Next, chocolate cake. I think chocolate cake is just as basic as vanilla cake. And it's not as good as brownies. Especially when it's like chocolate on chocolate. It's just too much. I don't know, chocolate cake is kind of hard to get right. So a lot of the time it's kind of dry, you know? I don't really like a dry cake. I prefer a moist cake. I know everyone hates that word, but you know you want a moist cake. Alright, it can go in the B tier. Okay, this is the one I had to draw myself. Because I couldn't find any photos of it. Black and white cookie is my favorite cookie. Yeah, a lot of you have never had it. I really encourage you to try it. They are very special. The dough is more like a cake than a cookie. And they're also very large. And then they're covered in half vanilla icing and then half chocolate ganache. So you have the best of both worlds. You have chocolate and vanilla. But yeah, for me, S tier. Alright, next up is cinnamon rolls. Cinnamon rolls are another one of my favorite desserts of all time. I love cinnamon rolls. They're easy S tier for me. Pudding. I do like the ones that are chocolate. They're like a layer of chocolate and then a layer of vanilla and then a layer of chocolate. I used to eat those all the time as a kid and I would try to scrape off the chocolate layer and eat that and then eat the vanilla layer separately and then eat the chocolate layer. I just don't think it's that special. For me, it's going in the D tier. Next up, we have creme brulee. I don't really know how to rate this. It just feels fancy, which makes me feel like I want to rate it higher than it is just because it's fancy, you know? You can just stick it in the C tier. C for creme brulee. Or B tier. Did I say C tier? B for brulee. Next up is Danish. Okay, first of all, I don't know if this is even a Danish, but it was the closest picture I could find. I feel like it's kind of a broad term, but in my my mind, a Danish is like a pastry, and then it has a cream cheese filling, and then it has some kind of like fruit on the top, and then like some icing. If that's what it is, then these are also one of my favorite desserts of all time. But I used to eat the one at Panera all the time. Maybe you guys have had that one. So it's going in the S tier, one of my favorites. Alright, next up, peanut butter cookies. I love peanut butter. However, they can be very dry. Like the driest thing you've ever eaten. But they're good. I like how they're soft and I love peanut butter. I think they're going in the B tier. Next is mochi, which is also one of my favorite desserts of all time. We have a lot of favorite desserts of all time, don't we? I'm gonna put it in the S tier because I love mochi. I love how chewy it is. I love the filling. You can have all sorts of fillings. You can even put ice cream inside. I like a strawberry ice cream mochi. Oh, so yummy. Alright, crepes. Oh no, don't crash on me, Clip Studio. I'm gonna put them in A tier. I love crepes. Crepes are delicious. They're versatile. You can put any sort of filling in them. You can have fruit ones. You can have chocolate ones. Cream. Delicious. Also, you know those crepes that they have in Japan? Sometimes they put ice cream in them and they stack them up so high and they're beautiful. I want to eat those so bad. They look so good. I love watching those videos on YouTube of people making the crepes. Oh, those seem so good. Yeah, I'll put them in A tier. Next up is Snickerdoodle. They're pretty good. They're alright. They would not be my first choice of cookie, but again, like, I'm not gonna turn down a Snickerdoodle. Who would turn down a Snickerdoodle? I think I'll put them in the C tier, though. The B tier is too big. So it has to go in the C tier. French toast. I mean, you already know. I love French toast. One of my favorite foods of all time. Not even just desserts. One of my favorite foods of all time. It goes in the S tier. Okay, pancakes. Oh, this is the endless debate. Pancakes versus waffles. But I think waffles are just better because they have more texture, you know? They have the crisp and fluffy texture. So I think it goes like this. I think waffles go in the A tier and pancakes go in the B tier. I think this is our list. This is my list. My definitive desserts tier list. There you have it. So I don't know. 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 Oh, I don't know. 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 Oh, I don't know. 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 But I don't know. 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 But I